The 9 circles of hell, a chilling and complex structure from Dante's Inferno, paints a vivid picture of eternal punishment. Each circle is a manifestation of sin's consequence, a philosophical journey through human morality. Welcome to Unraveling Mythology. Today, we will navigate the 9 circles of hell from Dante's renowned work, Inferno. This allegorical journey not only illustrates the torment of hell, but also provides insight into the human condition, moral dilemmas, and ethical choices. The horrors and lessons contained within these 9 circles have influenced literature and culture for centuries. Dante's descent into hell. In the dark forest of human confusion and sin, Dante Alighieri finds himself lost and straying from the righteous path. Frightened and helpless, he encounters the spirit of the ancient poet Virgil, who reveals that he has been sent by Beatrice, Dante's deceased love, and other heavenly forces to guide him on an unprecedented journey. This journey is nothing less than a descent into hell, the first stage of Dante's comprehensive exploration of the afterlife, as depicted in his epic poem, The Divine Comedy. The voyage through hell is not merely a fantastical tour of punishment and suffering, but a profound allegory of human failing and redemption. Dante's hell is meticulously structured, with each circle representing a different sin, increasingly severe in nature as one descends deeper. From the outermost circle, where the unbaptized reside, to the frozen core where Satan himself is trapped, Dante's hell serves as both a cautionary tale and a mirror, reflecting human nature's darkest tendencies. Join Dante and Virgil as they navigate through this terrifying yet fascinating landscape, meeting historical and mythical figures, each telling a story of human frailty, wisdom, and the constant struggle between good and evil. First circle. Limbo. The first circle of hell in Dante's Inferno, represents a unique sadness rather than horror. It's a place reserved for those who led virtuous lives but were never baptized, thus leaving them in a perpetual state of longing without torment. In this sorrowful yet peaceful domain, one can find renowned figures from history and mythology. Ancient philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle dwell here, mingling with legendary poets such as Homer and Virgil. These inhabitants are not subjected to physical punishment, but they suffer an unending desire for something unattainable, the divine light of God. The atmosphere in Limbo is somber and contemplative, filled with a melancholic tranquility. There's a sense of yearning that pervades the air, a quiet desperation in the eyes of those who reside here. The landscape is depicted as a grand castle with green fields, but the light is dim and a mournful silence prevails. Though not horrific in the conventional sense, Limbo's poignant nature serves as a profound starting point for our exploration into the deeper circles, each one representing a more severe form of sin and punishment. The ethereal sadness of Limbo sets the tone for the progressively horrifying realms that await. Second circle. Lust. As we descend from the melancholic serenity of Limbo, we find ourselves in the second circle of hell, lust. This is where Dante's portrayal of desire turned destructive begins to unfold. Unlike Limbo's quiet yearning, the second circle is a place of chaos and torment. Here, those who succumb to lust are punished, swept endlessly by ferocious winds that mirror the uncontrollable desires they experienced in life. Just as they were driven by their passions, they are now driven without rest, without respite, caught in a never-ending storm that represents their unbridled longing. Among the tormented souls in this whirlwind of desire, famous lovers from history and literature can be found. Figures like Helen of Troy, Cleopatra, Tristan, and Paolo and Francesca are ensnared here. Their eternal punishment a symbolic reflection of how they allowed their desires to rule them. Third circle, gluttony. Entering the third circle of hell, we are met with a vile, putrid environment that punishes those consumed by gluttony in life. In this dank and foul place, the gluttonous are forced to lie in a filthy slush, produced by never-ending icy rain. Just as they indulge their appetites without restraint, they are now degraded and stripped of all dignity. Cerberus, the three-headed mythical beast, guards this realm, tearing at the souls with his teeth, symbolic of how these individuals tore into their food. Their punishment is a twisted reflection of their earthly excesses, turning pleasure into pain, indulgence into torment. Historical figures known for gluttony are not prominently mentioned, but the universal degradation in this circle serves as a stark warning against excess. Fourth circle, greed. Progressing to the fourth circle, we encounter a place designed for those consumed by greed. Here, the punishment is particularly symbolic. The greedy are divided into two groups, those who hoarded wealth and those who squandered it. They are forced to push heavy boulders against each other, clashing in a futile and never-ending struggle. This Sisyphean task encapsulates the pointlessness of their earthly pursuits. In life, they were driven by material wealth. In death, they are condemned to an endless, meaningless toil. Dante doesn't single out individuals in this circle, but the relentless clash of boulders echoes the conflict between societal groups driven by wealth and possessions. Fifth circle, wrath. The fifth circle of hell is a dark and menacing place, home to the souls of those who gave in to wrath and anger. Here, the wrathful fight each other on the surface of the Styx, a muddy and putrid river, while the sullen remain submerged, choking on the foul water. Their punishment reflects their sins. The rage they felt in life continues to consume them, while the sullen are weighed down by their suppressed anger. In this circle, Dante's portrayal is not of specific individuals, but of the universal human tendency towards anger. It is a grim testament to how wrath can dominate a person's existence, leading them to violence and despair. The ceaseless conflict in this circle serves as a mirror to human conflict, driven by anger and a warning against allowing rage to control our lives. It's a stark reminder that unchecked anger can have eternal consequences. These last three circles represent a continued descent into darker, more twisted forms of punishment, reflecting the increasing severity of the sins. Dante's portrayal weaves together vivid imagery and symbolic meaning, presenting a timeless exploration of human vices and virtues. Sixth circle, heresy. The sixth circle of hell is reserved for heretics, who are trapped in flaming tombs, burning eternally for their rejection of established religious doctrines. This circle reflects the historical tensions and conflicts related to religious orthodoxy, particularly during Dante's time when the Church wielded significant power. Among the notable damned souls is Farinata degli Uberti, a Tuscan political leader whom Dante engaged in a personal conversation, revealing the timeless nature of human concerns beyond even religious divergence. Seventh circle, violence. The seventh circle, designated for the violent, is subdivided into three concentric rings, each representing a specific type of violence. The outer ring holds the violent against their neighbors. They are submerged in the Phlegethon, a river of boiling blood where they are attacked by centaurs like Chiron and Nessus. Notable figures include Alexander the Great and Attila the Hun, both renowned for their brutal conquests. The middle ring houses the suicides, violent against themselves. These souls have been transformed into gnarled, thorny trees, eternally tormented by harpies. Among these, Dante encounters Pierre della Vigna, a counselor to Emperor Frederick II, who took his own life. The innermost ring is for those violent against God, nature, and art. They reside in a desert of flaming sand with fiery flakes raining down upon them. Capaneus, who defied the gods, is particularly noted for his unyielding defiance, even in hell. Eighth circle, fraud. Named Malbolge, the eighth circle is a treacherous landscape, designed like a twisted and dark amphitheater, and is divided into 10 bulges or ditches. Each Bolger punishes a specific kind of deceit, ranging from seducers, flatterers, and sorcerers to corrupt politicians and falsifiers. Noteworthy inhabitants include Jason for his deceit of Medea and Ulysses, who recounts his final voyage and deception. The architecture of this circle and its subdivision reflects the multifaceted nature of deceit and its various manifestations in human affairs. Ninth Circle. Treachery. The ninth and most profound circle of hell is reserved for traitors, those who betrayed those closest to them. This frozen wasteland serves as the ultimate destination of Dante's journey through hell, with each part divided into rings to punish different types of betrayal. Cana. Named after Cain, this area punishes those who betrayed their family, such as the brothers Alessandro and Napoleone degli Alberti. Antenora. This zone is for those who betrayed their country or political party, such as Count Ugolino, who was accused of treason against the city of Pisa. Ptolemaea. For those who betrayed guests or hosts, like Friar Alberigo, who invited his enemies to dinner and then murdered them. Judeca. The innermost zone, named for Judas Iscariot, punishes those who betrayed their benefactors. The souls here are completely encased in ice, contorted into various unnatural positions. At the very center of hell, Dante finds Satan himself, trapped in the frozen lake, Cocytus. The immense figure has three faces, each chewing on a traitor from history: Judas Iscariot, who betrayed Christ, and Brutus and Cassius, who betrayed Julius Caesar. Dante and his guide, Virgil, must literally climb down Satan's ragged fur to escape hell, an arduous and terrifying ordeal symbolizing a rejection of sin and a commitment to the ascent towards divine love. Upon reaching the other side, they finally escape to purgatory, setting the stage for the next leg of the journey in the Divine Comedy. Dante's hell, as vividly depicted in the Inferno, is not just a literary masterpiece. It has become a symbol of human morality and judgment. Literary scholars have dissected its allegorical meanings. Historians have related it to the political climate of Dante's time, and philosophers have pondered its reflections on virtue and vice. The portrayal of hell's circles has transcended centuries, influencing not just art and literature, but also our modern understanding of justice, punishment, and human nature. We've journeyed through the terrifying and thought-provoking 9 circles of hell, each a reflection of our own human condition. Your thoughts on this epic tale can continue the conversation. Like, subscribe, or comment below, and share your insights or questions on this timeless narrative. Remember, the hell Dante painted is not merely a place, it's a mirror to our souls, urging us to reflect. What do you see when you gaze into the abyss?